If you're new, my name is Bailey. I make videos about lifestyle, faith, baking, etc. And I would love for you to subscribe if you aren't already so you can follow along for more videos. Today we are headed to Charleston, me and my husband Drew. One of my friends from college is getting married today, and so we just decided to make a trip out of it. Today is Friday, and so she's getting married today at 5. Right now it is 3:25 and we're almost at our hotel, and then we're just gonna change really fast and then head to her venue. And I'm really excited. It's at a plantation, so it's gonna be beautiful. But I thought it would be fun to just vlog this weekend, show you guys where we go, what we eat, what we do, etc. Things to do in Charleston and surroundings. So the plan for the rest of the day is to get to the hotel, change into our wedding attire, and then just head straight to the wedding. The wedding's at 5, and then I don't really know how long it's gonna be, but we don't really have any other plans for tonight. We might go to like a dessert place or something, but then tomorrow we're gonna wake up in the morning and head to Charleston. We're probably staying like 20 minutes north of Charleston. So yeah, excited to bring you guys along. Here's the fence. We just got back to the hotel. The wedding was so beautiful. It was actually a lot colder though than we expected, but thankfully I brought my thick jacket. So we're just gonna get ready for bed and then go to sleep and then wake up and spend the day in Charleston. Good morning. It is now Saturday morning. I think it is around like 8:35 or so, and so the wedding was absolutely beautiful and it was just so pretty out there. It was at such a beautiful plantation, so many huge oak trees with the moss hanging from it. Just love that so much. And so now what we're about to do is we're gonna eat breakfast at our hotel just to save some money. And I've also been to this hotel before and they have really good breakfast, so I'm excited for that. And then we are gonna head to the farmers market in downtown Charleston. I am a little concerned. I need to check the weather because it looks so dreary outside. I knew it was supposed to be cloudy today, but it's kind of looking like it might rain. Let me show you. I just feel like you can tell it looks so dreary. I'm about to look up the weather, but we are happy though because it is not supposed to be like 1,000,000 degrees, or it's not even supposed to be really cold. It doesn't say chance of rain, it's like 20%, but the high today is 67. And the last time we went on a trip was to Savannah and it was like almost 100 degrees every day. And so this will be much nicer, more comfortable to explore walking around the entire day. After the farmers market, we decided to walk around and explore the shops on and around King Street. We saw this adorable flower truck called Sweet Jessamine, so of course I had to stop and look at their flower selection. We then grabbed Starbucks in the Francis Marion Hotel, and I got my favorite drink, which is a pumpkin cream cold brew with a splash of vanilla sweet cream. Next, we found a cute bookstore called Blue Bicycle Books and browsed around inside. Just a block away was a cool record store called Record Stop. They have quite the selection of vinyls and it was fun to look through them. around 1 o'clock, we were hungry for lunch, so we went to Sweetwater Cafe. Neither of us had been before, but it was delicious. We did have to wait about 25 minutes before being seated. Drew got a chicken sandwich and I got chicken tenders. I know this is the classic picky eater meal, but honestly I was just craving some chicken tenders and they did not disappoint. After lunch, we headed to the Charleston City Market where many people set up booths and offer mostly local items. I always love strolling through here when I come to Charleston. Just beside the market is a restaurant called T-Bones, and while we didn't go there this time, I just wanted to recommend it because we've been there before and absolutely loved it. We're now at the Battery. We finished shopping earlier and our feet are hurting so bad, and this place is so beautiful. If you have never been to Charleston, you've probably seen pictures of this place before. It just has these huge oak trees. So pretty, and then it's right on the water. We walked around a little bit and now I think we're just gonna ride by Rainbow Road just to see it because it's beautiful, and then I'm not sure what we're doing next. We'll keep you updated. So where we were was just right here, and then if you turn, you're right at the water. After Rainbow Road, Drew got a vanilla iced latte from Kirk's Coffee. It was strong, but it was so delicious, and it was cheaper than Starbucks. We're walking on the beach right now, my favorite place in the world, but I don't know, the weather's just really, it's just really ruining the mood. It is just so dreary, but it's pretty peaceful out here. We came to Sullivan's Island, and there's a little spot you can pull off and park at, and then just come and walk on the beach, and it's really pretty. We're planning on watching the sunset out here, but there's not even going to be a sunset that you can see. This is how dreary it looks, and it's even worse in person. Our plan is to just hang out here until we get hungry for dinner. I think instead of sitting on the ground, I originally brought a towel, or Drew brought the towel, so we could sit on the ground, but we're just not feeling like sitting on the wet sand because all of it is wet. And so, yeah, hard wet sand. So I think we're just gonna go sit up on some benches where we parked, and you can see the water from there, and then just chill for a little bit until we're hungry for dinner. And we're gonna go to this place that I found online called Poe's Tavern. It's also in Sullivan's Island, and it looks really cool. So it's a literary themed restaurant, so I'm excited to see what it's like inside. We passed it on the way here. It looked just like a little cute casual place, and it looked packed, so hopefully the wait isn't too long, but also I feel like it's a sign that it's good. It is now a little past 9, and we ended up going to the place Poe's Tavern that I mentioned earlier, and it was really cool. It was Edgar Allan Poe themed, and I read something online that said that he was stationed at Fort Moultrie for a year or two, so that's why they have this restaurant in memory of him. But it was really cool. It had like lines from his work just written all over in different spots in the restaurant. There was also some portraits of him in there, which was kind of creepy because there's one that was right beside me in the bathroom. The walls were just like pages and pages and pages of his writings, so that was really cool. And Drew got the Black Cat burger. I got the hot something. It was like a grilled chicken sandwich with cheese and bacon and barbecue sauce, and it was amazing. And then they also had really delicious fries too, like really thin, skinnier than McDonald's, and they were so good. So I would highly recommend that place. It was delicious. And Drew also got a beer that was called Coffin something, and that was like $6. So altogether it was $45 plus tips. So I mean, pretty typical, but it was really good and we would definitely go again. It also wasn't busy at all. There was no wait, which is a huge plus. We were planning on going to an ice cream place. We were either going to go to this one that's right beside Post Tavern, or we were going to go to Ben and Jerry's because it just looked so good. We saw it on the way, but we were just so stuffed after that we just decided to come back to the hotel. Drew wanted to watch the Tennessee game, and so I'm in the bathroom right now if you couldn't tell, but he's in the room watching the Tennessee game, and I think I'm gonna read. I started Colleen Hoover's new book, It Starts With Us, and if you haven't read the first one, It Ends With Us, oh my gosh, it is so good. It's a really hard read, but it's so good, and so I started It Starts With Us, and it is amazing. It's just crazy how it just puts you right back in there, all the same feelings, and I just love it so much. So anyway, I'm probably just gonna read a little bit. Sorry if you can hear the game in the background, but we're just planning on chilling the rest of the night and resting for tomorrow. The plan for tomorrow is we have 3 options that I'm thinking about, and I actually need to decide tonight. We're either going to go to a plantation and just kind of walk around, maybe do like a self-guided tour, or we might go to Fort Sumter, go on a ferry ride, and then you tour the fort. I think it's like a guided tour, and then you ride the ferry back. The whole thing's like 2 hours, 15 minutes, but it's kind of expensive, so not sure about that. And then the third option is to go to Cypress Gardens, which if you haven't seen, I'll insert a picture here of that, but it is so beautiful. I've always wanted to go, but I don't know about going tomorrow because for one, it's just not going to be the most beautiful weather. And I feel like it would be so fun to go and like so beautiful to go if it was like sunny outside, just because of the way that it looks. It's so beautiful in pictures when it's sunny, so I'm not too sure about that. But Drew's also scared of gators, and so I don't know, I'm a little nervous too. But basically, like, you can go to Cypress Gardens without renting a kayak, but I don't know like what it's like. I always wanted to do a photo shoot there, but maybe I'll be able to do that in the future. And then for lunch, I found this place in North Charleston, which is right near where we're staying. And then we were just gonna kind of go around North Charleston. There's this butterfly garden in the middle of North Charleston that I kind of want to go to. It sounded really beautiful and fun online, and then have a couple bookstores and then like a flower shop, and I just thought we'd walk around and just explore. So we may change up the plan just depending on how we're feeling, but that's the plan, and then we'll head home later tomorrow. So I'm going to braid my hair and sleep in it so it'll be wavy in the morning, and then I'm gonna read a little bit and then go to bed. Good morning. Today is Sunday, and out of the choices I mentioned last night, we decided to buy tickets to the ferry ride to Fort Sumter. Drew really loves history, and I like history too. I also just love touring the forts, like Fort Moultrie, and then when we went to Savannah, we toured Fort Jackson, and it's just fun. I think it's super cool. So we are gonna ride the ferry over. It's like a 30-minute ride to the fort, and then there's a tour there, and then we ride it back. It's not the best weather today. It's about the same as yesterday, but it is kind of rainy. Thankfully, the ferry is covered, so that'll be fine. But yeah, we just woke up and packed our stuff, got ready for the day, ate breakfast at the hotel again, and then we just headed here. It is 9:37 right now. So our tour is at 10:30, and it's like 2 hours and 15 minutes long. So 10:30 to 12:45. But it said to get here 45 minutes early, so we're just chilling, waiting for the start time, but I'm super excited. Fort Sumter is a small island that is most known for being the site where the first battle of the U.S. Civil War happened. On the fort, there is now a museum you can go in and read about the history of the fort when you tour. Something that surprised me was the amount of photos there were of men building the fort, some of whom were enslaved. One of the saddest things in the museum was a list of medical records of enslaved men, and it said that the only reason these records were kept was for receipt of their master's, quote, property, end quote. Although the reason their names are preserved in the records is saddening, I liked being able to read through their names as a way to remember and honor them. Charleston is rich in history, especially regarding slavery, and while that can be quite disheartening and sad, it's important to learn about it. It is now 1:24 and we got off of the boat. I think it was probably like 12:50. We were planning on going to like a local lunch place, but Drew and I both have this thing that happens when we eat. I don't even know what it is. I guess it's like fried food, but it's only certain fried foods, and if we eat a lot of them, then the roof of our mouth and our tongue will like hurt. It's like a burning, and I just felt like everywhere I was looking, everywhere was gonna make my mouth get worse. So we just decided to come to Chipotle, and then we'll go to a few shops after this. But the tour, as you saw, was very, very rainy, very windy. It's kind of frustrating because the weather did not say that it was supposed to do that. I know you can't trust the weather app nowadays, but it was looking like it was gonna be better weather today than yesterday, just like warmer, but it was super windy and rainy. But it was overall a cool experience. I'm glad we went, and it was worth it. It ended up being like $67 total, and I thought it was gonna be like $90, so definitely better than we thought. Now we're just gonna eat lunch and then go to a few shops. I had on the agenda for today to go to Park Circle Butterfly Garden, but it is raining outside. I think it's going to be raining like the rest of the day, and we're not anticipating seeing any butterflies there. So instead of going and like walking around, we're just going to ride by it and see what it looks like, and just if it's pretty, just to see it. And then there's a couple shops around here that are near the garden that I want to go to. Y'all, I just cannot. This is the garden right here, and it is completely blocked off. Okay, here you can see a little inside there. It's just like completely run down, so yeah, would not recommend coming here. Hello, I'm back in the car. It's now 3:26 and I went to the butterfly garden. As you saw, that was a huge disappointment. I guess they're doing construction, I don't know, but that was a little disheartening. I mean, I didn't think I would see any butterflies today because of the weather, but I don't know. I was disappointed, but it's okay. Then we went to a bookstore that was called, I think it was Itinerant Literate Books or bookstore, and it was really cute. It was just a little quaint, cute building. They had some nice Halloween decor as well, but didn't end up getting anything in there. I really didn't know a lot of the books that they had, but we saw some cool Harry Potter books. And then we went to this other store called Roadside Blooms, and it was so beautiful. I found it online, and I know that they did wedding flowers, but they have a little store, and it was super cute, just lots of plants. And then they had on one of the walls a little setup where you could make your own bouquet. We were just at the hotel again because Drew forgot his pillow, so we went back to get it. Now we're leaving, and we have a 2.5 hour drive back home. But yeah, like I said, we ended up going to the cute little flower shop called Roadside Blooms. I guess it was more of like a plant store. And then we were leaving, but we saw this ice cream place, and we originally were going to go to this place that my friend told me about called Orange Spot Coffee. That was close to the Roadside Blooms place, but we were just feeling ice cream more, and I think it's called Park Circle Creamery. And so we went there, and I thought it was pretty good. Do you think it's pretty good?
Yeah, it was good.
It was like chocolate ice cream with cookie dough and Oreos. It sounds better than it was. There was like barely any cookie dough in it. But I mean, it tasted good, just basic chocolate ice cream. And then Drew got mint chocolate Oreo. So I tried his too. It was good, but nothing special. And when we got our ice cream, we just walked around. It was like in North Charleston downtown, and so it was just like a cute little downtown area, but there really weren't like stores to go into. It was mainly just restaurants. So we just walked around, and then we got back in the car, headed to the hotel. He just picked up his pillow, and now we're headed home. But that's gonna be it for this vlog. I hope that if you are coming to Charleston anytime soon, that you can take some of these suggestions and recommendations. I really feel like everything that we ate and everywhere we went was great and super good, super delicious. Like, I would recommend them to friends. So hope that you guys can take some of these recommendations. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to follow along for more videos like this. I'm so appreciative, and I can't wait to see you guys next time. Bye.